happened? Early this morning, late last night?
It was about like 6:10 this morning. I pretty much just woke up to two individuals pointing guns in my face and asking just for stuff in the house, and then they proceeded to hit me with the gun in the head. And then when I thought they were gone, I went to my friend's room where they also went in his room and hid in the closet for about 15 minutes waiting for police to arrive. But
I mean,
yeah.
that's so. I mean, did you kind of just wake up in a pet? Like, did you hear somebody come in the door?
I literally woke up to them being right in front of me. I didn't hear them coming in. I think that just the adrenaline was pumping, so I kind of wasn't like freaking out, I guess. But I managed to stay cool. But it was just still really scary.
At what point did you realize this was reality when it wasn't a dream?
When I got hit in the head, they were first in the room. I was still waking up and wasn't really coherent. So when they hit me in the head, that's kind of when I woke up and realized, oh, this is real. This is not good.
And when you were on the phone with APD, did they tell you that it could take as long as it did for them to get here?
I wasn't the one on the phone. My friend, who was also one of the victims, was on the phone. And I don't know if they gave him a time frame, but we were just saying, like, there are armed guys in the house right now. Like, please come. We need help. And we just were in there for about 15 minutes. Didn't know what was going to happen.
Can you give us a description of what they looked like or what they were wearing? You gave us a little bit, but it'd be good.
I mean, they were in I only really saw one of them because only really one of them was talking and interacting with me. He was just in a black hoodie, mask on. I couldn't really see anything, honestly. Really couldn't tell anything about him.
And there was two of them at the time.
Mm-hmm.
What are you hoping for? I mean, you said too that you've had some of your friends already be victims of this. I mean, that's such an extremely scary experience. Thank God you are here, and none of you guys were hurt. What is the message you're hoping to get out?
Pretty much, we just don't feel safe. We heard talks of maybe upgraded security cameras and lights around West Campus, but haven't seen any of that, so we don't know what happened with that. We hope for that to happen, but I'd say just the main idea is we don't feel safe. I don't know how many times more this could happen, or if it could happen to other people. With so many things happening lately, it's really unknown.
Was the door locked? Did you make it?
To my knowledge, it was. It's locked most nights. We're not really sure, but I mean, there's still nothing we could have done about that.
Sure. And hearing that there's been so many other aggravated assaults, we were just reporting, I think, like 4 different locations that happened. And I mean, leading up to this, were you kind of afraid that this could happen?
I didn't think it would happen I didn't think it would like actually happen, but I knew there was a small possibility. But when it was happening, I guess that was just more scary.
I really appreciate you talking to us, and definitely a story I'm happy we're able to get out. I'm happy that everybody here is all right. Is there anything else that you want to add for us?
Maybe all.
I really.
You want to take a step first?
Yeah.
Go ahead and
And
speak.
let me just get you to say on here, you didn't give your name because you don't want us to use your name. This is for the producer later or anybody that sees this.
Yes.
Do not use your name. Okay.
I was just gonna say, appreciate this.
I'll say something. I mean, honestly, I live in the same house as him, and I fortunately was on the bottom floor. The criminals were up on the second floor, and I woke up to Austin PD literally clearing our house, making sure there was nobody with a gun hiding in a room. It was honestly one of the scariest things I've ever been a part of, and it's just wrong that I had to wake up this morning worrying about whether my friend here was dead. I mean, that's just wrong. That shouldn't be the case for anybody. So, it gets me a little frustrated sometimes, but I think there needs to be some changes that need to happen like now.
I think we really appreciate first responders and the heroes that came and gave us the comfort and gave us the security that we certainly didn't have this morning. I don't have the answers for what's the best way to make the changes that are necessary, but we just appreciate the Austin Police Department and don't want to see more of their forces be cut. The injuries you
sustained was just to your head? Or I do see someone you fall on.
This is an unrelated accident.
Can we use either your name or your name?
Rob. Oh, you can use my first name. I'd
Rob
prefer not the
and-
last name.
Alejandro.
Alejandro? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's probably enough said.
I don't have anything else.
And we can add that part to and I can add that part into this like for a language you're talking about for the
Okay.
Should we get out of the way?
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for covering this. This is, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you all.
I know who you are, but if you could say it's first and last name and who you're with.
My name is Joelle McNew, JOELLMCNEW, and I am the president of SafeHorns. We're a nonprofit that advocates for safety on and around the UT Austin campus.
Can we just get your perspective on what took place last time?
I think what's really concerning is this entire week, we've been receiving a lot of crime incidents from students. Yesterday was very concerning, learning about the female students that were also assaulted and robbed at gunpoint. One of them, we're understanding, her scream was so horrific that it woke up students living in the off-student campus property that she was in front of. She did fight back, but then they fought back harder and sold her property. And so I think one thing that's really important to us, we have partnered with the Texas Sunshines and Master Janelle Smith from Austin, and we're holding self-defense classes for male and female students. Our next one is next Friday. The main thing that is maybe it's reactionary, is students protecting their property. We want to ask them, if at all possible, do not walk alone, walk with someone else. We know it's a challenge now because of COVID, there's less students on campus, but if someone is attacking you, please give up your property. We're going to post some tips on our SafeHorns Facebook page today from Master Janelle Smith and other law enforcement to help students kind of navigate what they should do. The number one issue is these assaults are including guns. These are serious crimes. We woke up this morning to seeing the UTPD post. That post was very vague. It was timely but vague. Then we had a parent reach out telling us exactly what happened. So knowing it was an aggravated robbery home invasion is very concerning. We know that the Austin City Council has defunded the police. We need something to happen. We need technology then. We need halo cameras. We need the City of Austin to help stakeholders in West Campus. There's a camera partnering program where private housing like this could partner with APD so they can link in real time. If we're not going to fund the police, we need to support citizens because crime is happening all over Austin, not just West Campus, and get cameras, use technology, and have other ways for people to protect themselves. We cannot have an incident like this, like the students were saying, where this aggravated armed robbery leads to a student being murdered. We have not heard from the city or the university other than the crime alert this morning. We are thankful for Governor Abbott, who met with us in the winter and pushed for UT to collaborate with coming over to West Campus, but we are begging Governor Abbott today to send the DPS out here because this week is too much crime. When we reached out to Governor Abbott before, he was the only person in the 5 years since we've been doing this that has reacted and taken action. What he did was he said he'd have DPS out here. If we don't have enough officers because our city doesn't care about students or Austinites in all parts of town, We need DPS. And based on the density of this community and the crimes that have happened this week, we need DPS out here now. This should not continue to happen.
Thank you so much.
Is it known what these two guys are looking for at all? Did they take anything?
I don't think we knew.
It was reported that they did steal property. I don't know what that is. I believe that there was an update from the Austin Police Association Post, but I am not sure what that is. So I would hate to say what the property was. The most important thing that people need to understand is we've been seeing this all over Citizen app. The Austin City Council changed the APD PIO situation. I don't know if Austinites know that, but we're no longer seeing crime incidents coming from Austin Police PIO. That now goes through the city. Well, now we're not seeing it. So people are seeing this in real time off Citizen app, an app, thank God for them, based out of New York City, or they're seeing it from the Austin Police Association social media. That needs to change also. People in Austin need to be aware. They need to be aware of how to protect themselves. The criminals from the armed robbery that impacted the female students, the descriptions are not the same as this morning. So people need to be aware that there's different people, involved in these crimes. And they're serious crimes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.